It is my pleasure to have an opportunity to talk to you local, right here in Chattanooga, answering your questions about your wallet. And let me tell you something. This is a time in your life that you need to pay attention to what you're doing with your dough. Are you? How are you doing saving money? What are you doing to rein in your spending? Get it together, just like the callers you're going to hear. Our number again, 423-702-9111. And Laurie in Chattanooga is with me on 95.3 Pulse News, WPLZ. How are you, Laurie?
I am just fine, and welcome to Chattanooga. We're glad that you're here.
Thank you. It is, the term I used for it earlier, it is a user-friendly city. How long have you lived here, Laurie?
I've actually only lived here about 8 months. My husband commuted here for a year and a half beforehand, but we absolutely love the area. Just the people, just everything that's available. We have teenage children, and there's stuff that you can do that even the teenagers enjoy. And it's just really a great place.
Where in America did you grow up?
I really didn't grow up kind of anywhere in America. My dad was military, so I grew up all over the world.
Well, I appreciate so much his service for our country. What spot overseas was your favorite?
Italy.
You know what? I hear that from so many children of military personnel that their absolute highlight was Italy. And when people say that they were stationed in Germany, they just say, well, we lived in Germany for a while. But when they say that they lived in Italy, it's like with this air of excitement about it.
I would be back there in a flash if I could right now.
How many times have you gone back to visit since you were there as a child?
I actually haven't. We are planning a trip here. We'll be married 25 years in 2 years, so we're planning a 25th anniversary trip back there.
Well, congratulations on 25 years.
Thank you very much.
Well, how may I be of service to you?
Well, I'm just now back to work. I was off from work for a little over a year and a half, and I've been very blessed to get a job and be working for a really nice company now. But we have 2 vehicles, and one of our vehicles we actually bought, which is my van, we bought through a buy here, pay here place locally that we're paying out in 2 years. I think total with interest and everything, it's going to be a little over $9,000 that we've paid for this 2001 Windstar van, and it didn't have about 79,000 miles on it when we got it. In really great shape. We have a car that Bill had used to commute for the year and a half prior to us living here that we bought brand new, a 2007 Kia. That we're paying $486 a month car payment because we have really lousy credit that we're trying to rebuild.
Okay.
My question to you is it in our best interest to get rid of this Kia with this terribly high payment and go to one of these local buy here, pay here places and get a little bit older cars since we're so much closer in and pay it out in 2 years and be out from underneath the car note?
No, the problem with the Kia is that how many year loan did your husband take out on it?
It's a 5-year loan.
Right,
and you're paying a lot.
You're 2.5 years into it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So even though you're halfway through, the amount you owe is more than half the amount of the original purchase. On top of that, he's been putting huge miles on the Kia.
Very much so.
And so the value that it has versus the remaining loan balance, you're way upside down.
Yes.
So I know it's crazy, but it actually makes sense to keep paying the almost $500 a month.
Okay.
Because the alternative, you're talking about over the next 18 months having to pay $15,000 more on a Kia that at this point is worth, what, $6,000?
Probably, if that.
But the thing is, the alternative is worse. The buy here, pay here is not where I want you to be because when I heard you tell about the what you paid for the Ford Windstar, I winced because that was too much money for you to pay for it. And that's the problem with buy here, pay here, is you not only pay more than a vehicle's worth, but you also pay too high an interest rate. So I know you think I've lost my mind, Laurie, but the best answer is to just keep paying that thing out. And then he's not driving the ultra-long commute anymore. The mileage total per year is going to decline significantly. And I think that the real answer is to pay that loan out on the Kia and drive it till you have to leave it by the side of the road.
Okay. It's been a great car, and I mean we haven't had any problems with it. And of course, he's kept it up because he's had to, maintenance-wise, new tires, oil, and all of that type of thing. At the time that we purchased the van, it was a matter of necessity because I was able to go back into the workforce, and it was just find something that we could do quick and easy. So of course, that buy here, pay here guy is always there, going, hey, come on to me, I can make it quick and easy. So that was why we ended up going that route. But that does make more sense, and it sounds much better coming from you than trying to talk myself into it. So I appreciate that.
And I hope that Kia gives many, many more years of loyal service. Because you're going to need it too, right?
Well, I'm definitely going to need it, especially with paying what we're, having to get it paid out, trying to keep us in budget. That will make a big difference.
Exactly. Well, Laurie, best to you and your husband. And again, I appreciate so much your father's service to our country and the military.